I've had a few people asking me what I did to waterproof my boosted board, so here goes. What I did is I took a pen and traced around the battery so that I had a line on the deck. Then what I did is take the battery off, put that aside there, and laid down this 1/4 inch by, I don't know, 1 millimeter, 1/16 of an inch tape, double-sided foam tape that I got from, I believe, Walmart, and just ran that along the line, and it's nice and malleable all along the line. Where I got to the corners, I just cut it nice and neat with a razor knife. Now, once that was in place, I peeled off the blue backing, and it had a sticky side up, and I didn't want that adhering to the battery. So after that was in place, I took a black garbage bag and stuck it to the top of the tape. Then sort of cut off, I guess, the inside so it didn't get in the way of the wires a bit. But put the battery back in place. Put the screws in so it was exactly where I wanted it to be. Then after that, I was able to take that razor knife and just go around and cut the plastic off nice and neat. The end result has been a very neat finish, and it so far, after riding through a whole winter, has kept all the water out. It's been nice and dry. I've taken it apart every, I don't know, month, I suppose, just to check to make sure, and it's held up. So I'm a little surprised that Boosted doesn't do this from the factory. I mean, I want to show you this. This is a Meepo board, and the Meepo board comes with a huge gasket on it, and I wish I could have found this kind of material, but it's just not as relevant as available. So I'm having to make do. Anyway, the last thing I did is there's also a propensity for water to possibly wick into these screw holes, and once water gets underneath, there's a problem with the boosted batteries is that it can actually sit in these cavities underneath and stay there. So that is something we really don't want to do, and once it's in there, the clamshell design, the water would be sitting right in the area there, so that any expansion or contraction of air in here could conspire to suck water or moisture condensation in through these orifices. So it's really the wrong place for them to have designed and put this clamshell. It should have been somewhere where that can't happen, and there should be some sort of provision for air to flow through here so that when water gets in there it can actually dry out. So at this point here, the only thing you can do is make sure that water doesn't get in. So what I did on top of here is, after the screws are in place, to make sure water doesn't get in through the screw holes, was just take some simple transparent tape and put it over these brackets. All that does is it just stops water from being able to get in there and wick in behind there and get into the back of the board. So that's pretty much it. It doesn't make a whole lot. You can cut it off if you don't want it sticking, showing up on the sides. You could just tear it off. So all it has to do is stop the water from getting in. And it's easily removable if for some reason you're on the road and you have to take the battery off, do a red light of death. So anyway, that's an easy way to do it. You can doing it at the other end of the board on the ECU, electronic control unit, is exactly the same. If anybody has some better ideas, I'd love to hear them. Thanks. Bye-bye.